All right. We're up and running, folks. Hello, Internet. I probably don't sound the greatest. I've had a rough few days for a lot of reasons. Like, physically and mentally, I've had a rough few days. But I think I'm better, I guess. It's hard to say. I feel like that it depends entirely on how I feel this time next week. But yeah. But yeah, we're back to the Chemy CAD after a week or so away. But yeah, we're working on the Kuga one. We're actually close to being done with Kuga. All we really need is the mandibles, and we're done with this. So hooray! I will note one thing that you probably are seeing if you're looking around the stream and stuff, and see that we have a sub button now and a bits button, because we have, you can sub to us now and you can give us bits if you so desire. Tommy went ahead and set all that stuff up yesterday. I don't know why Twitch has done that, but we have that now. So if you so desire to sub to this channel for whatever reason, you can do that. If you wish to give us bits, you can do that as well. There's no alerts set up for those at the moment, so it'll be probably the default ones. I don't know. I haven't sat down and tested that. You also get channel points because we have that set up now. Because we have that now. There's some down at the bottom. If you so desire. I didn't see this ranking one. Apparently, Tommy set up a points goal of like, hey, we'll rank all the Sonic games. Which, you know what? I won't say no to that. I saw everything else yesterday when he told me that. But yeah, you can do a highlight. You can tell us who to go raid if there's somebody you feel like we should go raid after a stream. Tommy said he submitted our emotes. It looks like they went through. So we've got a whelp, we've got a salt, and we have a GG. If you so desire to use those anywhere, I guess. I think there's follower only, so you just have to follow the Twitch stream for that. Let's see. You can unlock an emote for a day. If you want to time, you get yourself timed out and get bopped in the head, you can redeem that, and I will happily bop you in the head if you so desire to do that sort of thing. And then you can suggest a game for us to play on Rampant Gaming. So yeah, but new stuff. Yay. Yu-Gi-Oh! Like Yu-Gi-Oh's original run Yu-Gi-Oh! I think it did Pokemon too, like as a kid, like way before then. But I think it was mainly, I did card packs of Yu-Gi-Oh! Like way back in the day. Like those first few expansions. Anywho, get the work started. Working on stuff. I probably do. I want that middle of middle. You know, you saying Magic the Gathering scares me because I'm like, why? They already annoyed me with all their Final Fantasy nonsense. God knows what they'll do to Marvel. Where's center here? What is that? Almost. Do like a half up each. That should give me. Spider-Man. Ah. Oh, oops, that's an extrude. I needed to cut. Right, I don't know how much I can get away with. Get 3. You know that works. Okay. You get a mandible built. I assume it's not actually irradiated. Right? It's just a fancy foiling. Because that would be insanity if it was actually irradiated. The article I'm reading this about says this is satire and this is a joke and not a real thing. Because this is the article I found on this in, it kind of says that right there. Right at the top. That it's satire. That it's a joke. That it's a goof. Because I was about to say, that's probably highly illegal. I would assume it's this article that you found that you're reading. I was about to say, if that was actually a thing, I feel like I would have heard about that from a couple Discord, from at least one Discord I'm in. Oh, okay. Uh... Alright, I want to get the basic shape. I saw the partner showcase. It was fine. It wasn't anything to write home about. Yeah, they threw out like 2 of those at that direct, and I was like, like Square has said that they're focusing on smaller like projects and remasters and ports, so banging out a couple of 2D HD 2D stuff is like probably the best they can do at the moment. Let's expand this out. I was surprised to see a third Monster Hunter Stories at the top, which is like, I didn't realize those were doing honestly any good. They always seemed kind of fine, I think, but I didn't think they were like, hey, we should keep making these. I'm like, did like the port of 1 and 2 do good on Steam? Because bear in mind, both of those were like, here's the thing, both of those are 3DS titles originally, and late 3DS titles even at that. So I don't think they were doing that good. So it must have been the ports they did to like other platforms and stuff that like really got those games going. But again, it just seemed like it was like, oh, these are these weird little Monster Hunter spinoffs. They didn't seem like that important. But hey, here's a third one. I'm like, okay. Apparently, somebody's liking these. I'm just surprised. I forgot what I was doing for a second. I need a reference picture real quick of where we're at. I might cover up a little bit of chat here for a minute. All right. Okay, so this needs to come down to like, probably we'll do like 3. That's fine. Probably 4. Let's shorten this up. Like a 9. It's not the way you wanted you to go. Okay, other way. Got it. Okay. Screw everything up, but that's fine. We can think. Okay, that's that part figured out. You just gotta get all our other measurements to cooperate. still feels a little too... It's still too long. I've never heard of Crimson Land. Maybe just shorten this up. All right. Okay, we can probably work with that. That'll work. 528. Okay. And we need to thin it up some. Two. I have actually. I've been on a. I have seen too many clips of that movie. Just because one, I knew about it beforehand because Simple Gear, folks who like Simple Gear looked at it and went, "Oh, hey, look, that's like the anime we watch. I guess I'll watch that." So saw that, and two, I've seen too many related clips and too much of the music and. Honestly, I should give it a watch. The other reason I haven't is because I just don't have Netflix, right? So I have to go through other means. Okay. I was about to say I've seen that. I know that they're working on a live action remake, which is one of those like, why? It's so stupid and dumb, but I'm not surprised. How's that look? It's a bit more what I'm after. As that right. Alright, I'm liking where this is going. Okay, that did nothing. Leave it as that. Not particularly. Yeah, we'll go with that. Okay. All right. That's a 4 by 1. Okay. Honestly, out of that partner showcase, I think the only thing that really popped my interest was that mouse game, where you're playing as the mouse trying to find the cure for your witch. That's like the only thing that really like interested me and like maybe go, Otherwise, it was like, oh, this was okay. I'm not like super invested in anything here. Which, look, I saw some people were like, "Boo, this direct sucked." I'm like, all right, like showcases are incredibly relative. Like, if you only gave a shit about fighting games, this direct was going to suck for you because there was not a single drop of fighting game anything in this entire direct. Is that the direct's fault? I would say no, because, like, that's not a guarantee. I mean, that was a completely separate presentation. And also, Pokemon had their own thing, like, last week. Why would there be Pokemon anything at a partner showcase? This was a third-party partner showcase. The only thing Nintendo anything was another trailer for Age of Calamity, which is not even made by Nintendo, which is why it's here. Because that's outsourced to Bandai Namco, I believe. Like, there would not be Pokemon News here because A, that's not a third-party thing. B, they had their own fucking presentation last week. Why the fuck anyone would come into this expecting Pokemon News is beyond me. Because, I'm sorry, sir, this is a this is a Wendy's moment. Literally. Sir, this is a Wendy's. I don't know what you want. Yeah, the direct was fine. I have sat through far fucking worse than this. Oh my god. Bring it just a little bit. That's like what point? 44 millimeters. Let's have the Nope. Other way. Should have figured. I got it backwards. That's 22. It's 0 points. It's 4? Other way. Thank you. Of course. Ah! That's fine. I know the mates all got destroyed because I redrew everything. It's fine. It's fine. do now is make this chamfer a little bit less. That way that's got material to build off of, and that's not like a hanging corner. That'll do. That'll do. This is where I take a whole bunch of measurements so I can replicate this on the other side. Oh, snipping tool, the unsung hero of any CAD work I ever do. There's that one cut. Don't need you anymore. Just like that. Insert or no tools. Or insert mirror part. That's what it is. I had to find my mirror part real quick. Now that we mirrored it, let's spin it up. Get it initially spun around approximate correct position, then we can mate it up. There we go. They're a little bit straighter than I would like. Kind of coming off the head, but I think it's okay. I'm honestly willing to call that a Kuka done. Where does that put me? Ish. 100% done on that one. 35% done on main writers. On main Heisei writers. Hooray! Oh god, who do I do next? Ran real. Ugh, some of these scare me. Just to show it. Here's who we have left. In terms of main Heisei writers. I don't really want to do Kabuto because that's just another beetle. This is another variant of a beetle, so I don't really feel like doing it. Geo's last. I really don't want to do Ghost. Kiva, maybe. Kiva might be... I could probably do most of Kiva. I just have to figure out what to do with some of the other parts of it. Wizard, we might do O's. O's is a little tricky, but we could probably do O's. It's a little hard to see everything that O's would be. Let me come over here real quick. Now, expand this and swap it over to the O's one. It'll just be easier to do it that way. Or not, because O's is oddly shaped. Yeah, 1 second. Wait. I realized I could throw it into the browser from the image program I have open. But yeah, here's the O's one. As you can see, it's kind of this like griffin-esque shape, but it's a griffin shape, but it's meant to have properties of a hawk, tiger, and a grasshopper. Or not a lion. A hawk, a tiger, and a grasshopper. Griffin. It's supposed to be griffin. In shape, at least. Let me see if I can find the alt art. Because the alt art kind of like emphasizes the griffin aspect. Probably. I think L should be the yes. I think LP is the designation for all the parallels. There it is. Yeah, there it is. The parallel art gives it a very like griffin look. But yeah, like the red is all supposed to be hawk. The yellow is supposed to be tiger bits, and the green bits are the grasshopper bits. Because O's, as a writer, has metals that he uses 3 metals. All the metals are animal themed. And he uses them in combinations. So his main form is hawk, tiger, grasshopper, or taka, tora, bata in Japanese. But yeah, like this... Getting, like, this shape is probably going to be the tricky part, along with, like, the hawk head. Like, the wings shouldn't be too bad. But it's just getting this main body. Because this is going to be, like, our center body. And kind of determines most of what we're going to do size-wise going forward. But if we can get this and then get that, we can get the legs and stuff. That won't be too bad. It's just figuring out everything, especially because, as always with these chemies, this is the only reference we have in terms of what it looks like. We don't have any other angles. We don't have any other perspectives or design elements to go off of. Like, the other thing we have is this parallel art. Like, this is it. And as you can see, this is a very realistic, like, actual creature as opposed to, like, mechanical being, basically, of the original design. Because I don't think there is any other art for the O's Chemy, if I recall correctly. I think the only other art, like, O's Chemy related, is for the final form. Let me skim through the cards real quick. Yeah, it's some of the final form parallels. Oh, there's the O's final form one. What's its parallel look like? Because I forget what the O's... Oh, yeah. Yeah, that doesn't help. Yeah, I didn't think there was another O's card of any variety. I think the only other O's card is... Was it Tajador and Tajador Eternity? And those are just, hey, all bird bits. Which doesn't help us. But yeah, we'll probably work on O's next. I think they're technically supposed to be phoenixes through the combinations of the three birds. One second. Never mind. I think I realized what they were talking about. It's like, oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, we'll probably work on those next. Is it a question if I want to start it tonight or just wait till next week? I might just wait till next week. Because you might hear, like, my throat's a little bit blech. Because I've had a rough mental week. That kind of, like, devolved into a rough physical week. So... I don't know. Probably. I don't know. That gets into a very long conversation about a lot of stuff that I just don't want to talk about. So I already had a conversation about it once, and it was very rough to have that conversation. So... I think it basically came down to, I have made some choices. I don't know if I'm going to stick to those choices or what, but let's just say job stuff might have not worked out, and it was a big mental thing. Well, yeah. But yeah, I don't... I've had to do a lot of thinking about stuff and just talk about stuff last. Technically, it was like Monday into Tuesday, or like, well, yeah, Monday into Tuesday. A lot of stuff happened, or not really a lot of stuff happened, just stuff happened. It caused a lot of things to come out that I had to talk about. And it was probably for the best that I did talk about it with someone, because I think I needed to. I think it's like cleared my head some. And I think sitting on it for a couple days, I think I've realized a couple things, and I think I need to do certain things kind of going forward. For now, that kind of just depends on how this weekend goes, I feel like. But anywho, yeah. That's why I probably just don't sound that good, because my throat has been through it the last few days, and I don't think I still fully recovered from it. Like, just to say that part, I think I puked 4 times over the course of 3 days. And like, at least it's like, what was it? One of them was in an afternoon. 2 of them were at night, and then 1 of them was in the morning. So my throat is still not recovered from that. And if anyone's wondering, it wasn't food related. It was more, I think, just stress and pressure I was putting on myself over a lot of stuff. But I think I've gotten a bit of a clearer head. Now that I've been away from the stress stuff for a couple days. Kind of made me, like, give myself a kick in the, the butt over it. I'm like, okay, yeah, this is what I need to do. But yeah, anywho, that's enough me vaguely talking about stuff. I think we'll pick this up next week, hopefully. Start on O's, try to get O's done. And here I close SolidWorks, even though I try to post pictures of the Chemy Cat stuff I do in the Discord I'm in. One person saw my decade one and was like, oh, those eyes are tragic. And I'm like, going to specify how, or just going to just leave it there and just not give me any feedback? No feedback, fantastic. Great. I love not getting feedback. That's my favorite thing in the world, is not getting feedback and not getting like, hey, have you tried this? Or have you considered this? It would be nice. Anywho, let me grab a picture real quick before I start trying to sign off for the night. All right. So yeah, we'll pick up those next week. As for the week ahead, tomorrow it is a double dose of Disney on Cubage, along with me doing some Zenless stuff beforehand. I think I'll be doing the auto chess event that they put in to the game, because I finished up all the summer stuff last week. I think the only thing I didn't do was like get some very specific like aquarium stuff for the fish stuff, so I won't worry about the summer stuff. But they have a Bang Boo auto chess thing, and I'm like, well, I haven't touched that yet. That seems like perfect stream material. So we'll do that tomorrow, and then it will be Tales from the Cube returning with Disney Party and Mickey's Magic Mirror on the GameCube. I don't know if Tommy have seen the intro for the Disney Party, but I watched it today when I got the files. I let it play, and I saw Electronic Arts, and I was like, oh no. And then I see Hudson Soft, and I'm like, wait. That's the people who make Mario Party. What do you mean the people who made Mario Party made a fucking Disney Party game? I don't know how good or bad of a sign that is. So we're going to see how that goes tomorrow. Saturday might... in our internal scheduling stuff, it says we're starting that Saturday. I'm not sure. But we might be starting some events, starting another like event thing, or a theme month. I guess it'd be better to call it a theme month. Saturday. If not, it will be something else random. Because Tommy isn't quite ready for that just yet. But before that, I'll probably be doing Vampire Survivor stuff as we try to unlock more of the Emerald Domain stuff, because I want to get the rest of the Emerald Domain stuff. Or actually, I want to get the rest of the adventure stuff so I have all the achievements. So we'll work on that. And then Sunday, it's Fortnite and 4 more episodes of Gaim, as we get into basically Jimba debut. But yeah, that is the week ahead, and like I said, next week we'll start the O's Chemy. So if you like what you're seeing, folks, drop a follow, really appreciate it, and since Twitch gave us the option, sub if you like, or drop us bits or something. I don't know how to work that in because I'm not used to it, but that's a thing for us now. Hooray! But yeah, that exclamation point YouTube in chat, or exclamation point YouTube in chat gets the YouTube archive for this and all of our other streams. I'm going to, at least tonight, get weekly co-ops scheduled for tomorrow. I don't know how far I'll get, but I'll at least get it through tomorrow, if not however much further I wish to push it. And then from there, I forget what we'll do next, but there's like a week of weekly co-ops I need to schedule. So, I'll see what will go out once I get all that scheduled. But also, exclamation point social and chat gets you the social media for all of our handles, so you know when we go live. And exclamation point Discord and chat gets us like drop by, say hi. We'll see you tomorrow, folks.